like Duffy's. This is like so much fun for me because my family absolutely loves Duffy's. And I don't know if you guys have been to Duffy's. I've pretty much been to like every Duffy's, I think, almost in the state of Florida. The first one I went to was down in Weston. We were there for a soccer tournament, and it was like near our hotel, and they take like all the kids' teams and stuff. And we went there, and they had these like tuna tacos on their menu, which was so freaking good. And so every time I saw Duffy's, I was like, I wonder if they have the tacos. I got to go there. No, they didn't have.
Yeah, that was probably a few years ago.
Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was definitely.
We still have tuna.
We saw tuna. The tuna bowl. I've had the tuna bowl here. I've had the sesame crusted ahi tuna. Yeah, and then we went to the one in Lake Mary for the U.S. Women's World Cup. We went with some friends. My daughter plays soccer, so we went there. And every single TV in the place had the World Cup game on, and it was insane because we were like, it was USA versus Japan, and so when we it was like every TV and everybody came dressed in their USA stuff except for one table. There was one table of 10 people right next to us, and they were all for Japan, and so they were all rocking their Japan like flags and their colors and stuff, and so it was like a huge like party atmosphere without like being a huge party atmosphere type of thing. So when we realized how much fun that was, like whenever there's like a big soccer game or something, we try to come and like we reserve our table here. I think we came here. What was the one that was just last summer?
What?
Was it when it was women's soccer? It wasn't the World Cup.
Women's soccer?
Yeah, it was women. It was the USA team.
Women's USA.
Yeah, and so we got here. They opened early. They opened at like 10 or 10:30, and so we got here right then. And I mean, once you're here, you got to start drinking beer. So we ordered a bucket, and we're like, it's like 10:30 in the morning. Yeah, I think we were here till like 2, and we just sat there in our booth and watched the soccer game. And I mean, it's like everybody's there cheering, everybody's listening, so it's fun. This is a great place to come and watch sports and, have fun and participate and stuff like that. So yeah. So I'm going to let people just kind of keep coming in, but we'll go ahead and get started. Like I said, I don't know where we're missing like 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. So we'll see as they come in. It's only been 11:37, but so I have here with me Ashley.
Hi, everyone.
And you guys know Mary, she's president of the chamber, but Ashley here is the general manager here at Duffy's. How long have you been the general manager here?
Here almost a year and a half.
Okay. Yeah. So Ashley has been a huge supporter of the chamber. The first time I met Ashley was last year. First of all, I have lots of stories, so I apologize. But so the first time I met Ashley was last year during Chamber of Commerce Week. We had done like pop in for popcorn. We had like the popcorn machine. We had people coming in and out and everything. And Ashley shows up with like 3 trays of food. She's like, hey guys, like, she's like, I heard we're celebrating Chamber of Commerce Week. This is for you guys. So it was just awesome. Like she brought us all kinds of food. We had it on the table. Like people, as they were coming in, were able to like just get some food, and it was like sandwiches and the popcorn and stuff, and we got to meet a lot of people, especially people in the building, which was great.
We opened up the doors and the smell of food, and they were coming out of
everywhere. They were coming out of everywhere. The popcorn really, we had to make sure we didn't burn it because people do not get happy with you when you burn popcorn.
It's terrible.
It's so bad.
It doesn't really go away very quickly.
No, it doesn't. And then, like, I've been the person who's mad at somebody who burned popcorn in the work microwave. I'm just like, that's it. You've lost your microwave privileges. Like, you can't do it. That and shrimp. You don't put shrimp in the microwave.
Oh, no.
Not in the work. Monique knows how I feel about that.
It's disgusting.
Fish and shrimp. You can't do that in the office. Like, that smell lingers, It's just like, no. So, but yeah, so we, she brought the trays of food, and then she brought us a whole bunch of coupons that we were able to put in the bags. We gave them out as prizes for things. I mean, it's just, all kinds of stuff. So Ashley has always been a huge supporter of us. We did a board meeting here one night, and I mean, she sponsored a hole at the Tales of Two City golf tournament. So I mean, she just has been a huge, sponsor and a contributor to the chamber. And so when we were talking about what we could do for Wednesday Women, who could we talk to and everything, and I know that yesterday was National Business Women's Day, I believe, if that's correct. I didn't make the social post. Eric did. And so I'm not exactly sure what day it was, but Eric did it. He do. And so we thought, this is a good time to be able to come and talk to someone, because as Ashley and I talked about earlier this week, having a woman general manager for a restaurant, especially like a big sports type of restaurant, is very rare in this field. So when you add in that, and then you add in 2020, like, poor Ashley has had her fair share of challenges. We're going to call them challenges this year. In obstacles. Yeah, of things that have happened this year. So I'm excited for you guys to get to talk to her. But what we're going to do is we'll go around and introduce everybody and give you guys a couple of minutes to talk about where you're from, if you have any upcoming events, specials, activities, things like that that's coming on there. So I'm going to go in my order of my little box. So I'll just call out your name and then you guys can talk. So I'm going to start with Patty, because Patty's in my top left box here.
I'm Patty with American Balloon Decor. We're specialized in balloon decorations. With COVID going on right now, it's a lot of yard art and outdoor party events. So if you guys have anything going on or know of anybody that's doing an event, please have them give us a call. And that's pretty much it right now.
Yeah, and if you guys want to see pictures of it, Patty made me this great balloon thing for my birthday. And it was just, my grandfather was telling me, because he was in the car behind hers, and he's like, we watched this lady get out. She opened the car. She brought out like 20 balloons. And then she went around to the other side of the car, opened up the door, brought out another 20 balloons. And it was just like, everybody was just amazed at her putting this together and so quickly and right there in the parking lot. So it was amazing. It was so awesome. I sat on my couch. I was like, it's my birthday every day. So thank you, Patty.
You're welcome.
Eric, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm Eric. I am the Chamber's social media intern. So if you've seen our social posts over the last couple of weeks, that was me with my weirder ideas being reined in by Shonte. My big upcoming event is graduation. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and you're at UCF, right?
Yes, I am. Yes, UCF, Rosen College.
So, yep, and Eric comes into the office with me on Mondays and Thursdays. And then he works remotely on Wednesday. And I was like, hey, you need to log in and be part of the women today. So,
Yep. It's my day at home, and I'm wearing a nice shirt. So this is very important.
It's very important. Yes. We thank you for getting dressed up for us today, Eric.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Jennifer, how are you today?
I'm good. Good morning, everybody. I have my animals that are crowding me today. Jennifer Menendez with Modern Business Associates. Good to see everybody, and thank you, Ashley, for allowing us to do this today. I work for a payroll and HR outsourcing company. We have been inundated during COVID with the needs of what's going on with the CDC guidance and the governmental guidance as well. So needing HR outsourcing, workers comp, or payroll outsourcing, I'm your girl. Good to be here and see everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Jennifer. Monique, how are you?
Good, thank you. I'm Monique. I'm from On Target Digital Marketing. I'm the marketing director there. I'm actually physically in Dallas, Texas, so it's nice to do the virtual things every now and then and come in and join. So yeah, that's kind of what we do. On Target is a full service digital marketing agency. You guys obviously probably know a lot about them already because of Shonte. I don't know, I mean, so we do SEO, we do social media, we do content, we do podcasts, we do web design, anything you can think of digital marketing wise, we do it.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, Tom and I own On Target. And then Monique is my sister. So Mary was just telling Ashley all about our comedy show, is what I think we she called it a comedy show. During COVID, Monique and I would get kind of bored, and we decided why not get bored and kind of get drunk on Facebook. So we would go Facebook
Live.
Live while we were drinking, and people would comment and throw out things for us to talk about, and it sometimes got really kind of messy, and then just we were debating all kinds of stuff on there.
Oh, yeah.
So it was called Wine About COVID with Monique and Shonte and Monique or something. Monique
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we have our own Facebook too. I think I need some wine now, so maybe that's right. So awesome. Thanks, Monique. Lori, how are you today?
I'm really good. How's everybody? Thank you so much for having us. I'm Lori with Certified Mortgage Planners. I'm a mortgage planner for first-time home buyers, move-ups, people looking to, like say, move up or refinance their current mortgages. We do investments, second homes, primaries, licensed in the state of Florida and, well, in Hawaii and North Carolina. But mainly I deal with the state of Florida. Really, I mean, that's what I do. Been in the business a really long time. I'm happy to be part of the chamber and get to know all of you guys. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Lori.
Uh-huh.
Jessica, you're next. No, not to put you on the spot, but oh, I lost her.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm on my iPhone. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm Jessica. I'm the practice manager of First Choice Urgent Care. We have one location in Maitland and another location in Oviedo. And we offer right now our rapid COVID testing. So if you know any employees or anybody who needs to have a rapid test done, we do that in our clinics. It's a 15-minute test, but we also can do the nasal swabs. And we do have our flu tests in right now as well. So come on in, see us, check us out, tell them that you're from the chamber. And I'm going to try to get it so where I wanted to talk to the owner about our flu test, that if you're from the chamber, that we give you guys a discount.
Oh,
so that's something I'm working on. So
yeah,
I'll let you
great.
guys know.
Do you want to tell them where you're located? Because I know that if they drive down 1792, you probably see it. But just
Yes, we're on the corner of 1792 and Horatio, right by Maitland Plaza, I think, Maitland Place. The new apartments were diagonal from them.
okay.
If you know where the sourdough bread place is, it's the same shopping center.
Awesome.
Classic.
Yay.
Hey, Jessica, do you have to have an appointment to come in and do the COVID test or just a walk-in?
No, ma'am. You can just come in. And the Maitland office hours is from 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday. We're closed on Sundays. But you don't need an appointment. Just bring your insurance card and your ID, and we'll get you taken care of.
Okay,
Awesome.
perfect.
Yay.
I'll come by and see you.
Yeah.
Yes. Nice to be back.
Hey, we're glad to have you back.
Yay.
Okay, so it says Julie Johnson, but we know she's not really Julie. Her name is Cindy. So how are you today, Cindy? Oh, you're on mute.
Now can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Cindy Johnson with Asbury United Methodist Church, and I'm the Connections Director, and that means I connect with the communities, what I'm trying to do right now. No. And whoops. Did I lose you?
No, we're here. Can you see us?
Okay. I can't see you, but that's all right. So anyway, we start our in-person worship this Sunday, 9:30 and 11. And then we have our first live event outside in our parking lot by the lake. It's a back to school bash. And that's Sunday from 12:30 to 3. They're going to have games and some food. It's all going to be COVID friendly. And then October 3rd, we also have a live event down by our lakeside. And that is from 8 to 2. And that's going to be, you can buy some homemade soup, plants, just light crafts. And then we're going to have some live music. So bring your chair. They play soft rock, 70s, 80s. They're excellent. So hope you come out.
Yay! So it's nice to be opening back up and kind of getting back to a little bit of a normal, right?
Events, yay!
Yeah.
Cindy, don't forget to go on your chamber back office, and post those events on the calendar. They'll come through Shonte, she'll accept them, and then they'll go on the community calendar.
And she sent me the back to school bash, so that'll be in the email tomorrow. So make sure you guys take a look at that.
Okay, thank you guys.
All right, thank you. Hi, Cynthia. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Good. So I understand that you might be a future member.
Yes.
Chamber. So we're very excited to have you here today. So do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you for having me. I am the owner and CEO of Wings and Dreams Travel. I'm a travel advisor. I've been in business for about 2 years. I just recently retired from Orlando Utilities Commission, so I decided to open up my own agency.
Wow,
So
that's awesome.
if you know anyone that's looking for travel, I know right now it's a little slow, but I specialize in cruise travel and international travel as well as group travel.
Okay.
But I can also do destination weddings, and it's basically a one-stop travel agency. I can take care of you from the time you leave until you get there, tickets and all of that. So that's what I do.
That's great.
Where's she located?
So where's your office located?
I am actually a home-based office.
Okay.
I work out of my home, yes.
So,
And I'm in Orlando, right off of Maitland Avenue.
uh-huh.
So I've been kind of stalking your chamber for about a year, looking at different things that you're doing. And like I said, I've been thinking about joining. I'm kind of looking at a couple of chambers, and it looks like you guys do a lot of interesting things.
We're the best.
We try to,
Yes.
This year has really forced us to think outside the box. So, you know,
We're outside the box.
so
Literally.
we want you to explain to us your background. So is that when Target's toilet paper was shortage, or?
Yeah, I don't know. I was looking at a lot of different backgrounds, and I was on another meeting the other day. They said, "What is that?" I said, "I think it's a hallway." I don't know what that is.
No, it's Target when they got rid of
It looks
toilet
like
paper.
I see that picture on my phone when we first went into quarantine, and I remember going into Target looking for toilet paper and sending it going, look here.
Yeah. Yes.
Great. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Any questions or anything, you can feel free to email me, and I can put you in touch with, any of our ambassadors, or I can, schedule a time to talk with you as well. So,
Okay, great.
And then, so since you probably came in afterwards, I'm Shonte. I'm the office administrator here with the Maitland Chamber. And so I kind of, do a lot of the putting together the events and stuff. And then right here is Mary. She's our president this year.
Okay.
So she's been with the chamber for how long?
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, so I can't even count that high. And then we have today, so this is Ashley. I kind of introduced her in the beginning, but I'll introduce her again. So this is Ashley. She's the general manager here at Duffy's. So we're here in Duffy's today. We're going to have lunch, kind of go over some of the stuff about Duffy's and their menu items and things like that. One of the things I really wanted to talk with Ashley about was, we've all had our challenges and our obstacles, I think that's the word we're using, for the 2020 year. And so one of the things was that their restaurant closed at the beginning when COVID happened. And then I'm a big fan of Duffy's. Like, it's one of my favorite restaurants. So I'm on the email list and all stuff. So I kind of know a lot. So they had sent out a lot of emails that was kind of like, listen, we're not going to open just yet because we want to make sure that when we open, this is going to be a long-term thing. We're not going to rush to get something done where we can just open real quick and then we have to close again to figure out how we're going to do this. So they were very big on that whole corporate. And in fact, they unveiled, correct me if I'm wrong, they unveiled the openings of the Florida locations at different times. Yeah. So it wasn't even like all at once. It wasn't like, hey, starting tomorrow, everything is open type of thing.
It definitely gave us the opportunity to like focus on the cleanliness and like those preparations that we needed to do at each store individually, rather than like overwhelming everyone from the top to the bottom of just like everyone open and get it ready. It was really like a focus for them to make sure it was, you know, a good preparedness, a good way for us to reopen and make it safe for our guests and our employees.
So one of the things that we were going to talk about too was then how long were you guys closed for?
We were closed in March. I want to say it was the day after St. Patrick's Day that we went to just curbside. We were able to do curbside for about 2 weeks before they decided with all the laws of the state and the different counties that we were in that we had to close down. So we reopened the last week of July and back to full service, dine-in, but 50% capacity.
Right. So with our, because it's the state of Florida, so we're at 50% capacity.
Yes.
Is what the order is, and so you guys are just doing 50% capacity.
Yeah, we don't seat longer than that. We take our precautions, sanitize all the tables and chairs between seating, constantly sanitizing any like pens or anything that you exchange with the customer, and then we seat every other table. So you're never seated next to another person within 6 feet from them. And we definitely have noticed an appreciation from our guests that they're really happy that they feel comfortable here and they want to come back and they feel safe. I think it's nice so far. And with the restrictions we have, there's always challenges. You have some people that may like it and may don't, but you're thinking of the safety and the employees as well. We've been able to bring back all of our employees that wanted to come back or that was able to come back. And they seemed really happy to come back to work and make money and get back into the groove of like their normal lifestyle. Just being able to make money again.
And we noticed that like you have like these little, they have the little cards and you can do the contactless menu if you want. And then one of the signs, oh, here it is. I just love this, right? So this is a table that can't be used out of bounds. So they have these on the different tables. So, you know, when you walk in, you feel like you know exactly what's going on with all the tables and when it's been cleaned and, you know, where you can look at the menu and stuff like that. So.
And I like that you don't stay 6 feet apart, you stay 2
yards.
2 yards.
Yeah, so when their marketing team said we're going to take this and we're going to work with this, they did a great job of like branding it with the whole Duffy's brand. So, you know, it wasn't like she said 6 feet, you have the 2 yards. And then it says like at the front door, it's got like the referee who's like, make sure you wear your mask before you come in, you know? So it's just, you know, everything is like very on brand.
We're trying to make things fun because everything's so stressful right now with the pandemic and making restrictions and not getting sick and being safe with everyone around you, but you still want to go out and have a good time and eat some great food and have some good drinks and be with your friends or your family. So it's a great place to come.
So question then, because then we'll just kind of start talking about some things. So when you guys reopened, how did you feel that, like, you know, getting that message out to your customers and stuff like that? Like, I mean, you know, that was a little bit of a challenge and getting people to come back in and stuff like that. So what did you guys have to do anything special?
Like you have the MVP card. So when you're signed up with our rewards program, your email's linked on here. We don't like email you every day, but if there's something going on or we're reopening or postponing our opening, they sent out emails and kept in communication with our guests, with our regulars. And that rewards card also gives you your balance, and it tells you how much money you have on there and what specials you have for your birthday or any kind of special event that you came to and you got a reward for. So we were able to communicate with our guests, you know, via email, and then social media, of course, too, on Facebook. So like us on Facebook. And then you can get those also if you don't have the email contact with us. You can still visit us on Facebook and see all of that too.
Yeah, awesome. So did you guys have to adjust the menu and things like that?
Menu started out a little bit less than what it is now, but we tried to bring back the fan favorites. We tried to bring back what we know people would really love and what they love about Duffy's. So we brought back a few of those things. Of course, our wings and burgers, which we're very well known for and won a few awards for those as well. And then a lot of our core menu items didn't change. But some of the specials we've recently just brought back for football season. Our nachos, the tostada nachos, and buffalo cauliflower.
I have to try that.
We're going to try that. That's coming out soon.
That sounds amazing.
Yes, we did. Buffalo cauliflower.
Yeah, that looks great.
That's interesting.
So, and I know that you guys have always done like different specials. Like, it triggered my mind when you said St. Patrick's Day, because I did do a pickup that week. I was like, I came and got my corned beef and
cabbage.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna have it St. Patrick's Day, so I ordered it from here, took it home and everything. But
and the holidays are coming up too, so we have some fun stuff coming. Next would be Oktoberfest. We already have our Sam Adams Oktoberfest draft, which is very popular. So we have that already out. We're going to be featuring our Wiener Schnitzel. It comes with a spatzel on the side. It's a very German meal. If you've ever had it, you got to come try it here. It's so good. We're going to start that on the 30th of this month, and we'll run through the entire month of October.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, lots of fun. We have like a Jaeger Bloody Mary, a giant pretzel with beer cheese. That'll be featured for Oktoberfest too. It's great.
Mary, we're gonna have to come back like once a month.
Yeah, and Christmas, we got eggnog, we got 2-for-1 drinks. So it's fun. The holidays are fun for celebrating and bringing people together, and I feel like everyone needs that right now.
Right. And they do have 2-for-1 drinks. So if you've never been to a Duffy,
you can't see our wine glasses off to the side.
That's one of the things that you have to enjoy about here is that it is 2-for-1. So when you're done with your first one, they're just like, "Are you ready for your second?" And you're just like, "Yeah, I'm
bring it on.
Bring it, yeah. Don't even ask me. Just bring it when you see it get this low, you know." So
does any of them have any questions for Ashley?
Do any of you guys have any questions?
All right, show of hands. Who's been here?
Woo!
Yay!
Exciting! Come back and ask for me anytime.
Yeah, yeah. Ashley's here all the time.
Yeah, pretty much. Like that in the back.
I try not to ask for her, but she ends up bringing out my drink or something, and she's like, "Hey!" So, yeah, we're like, we know each other. My daughter's always like, she always knows you. I'm like, yeah, we know each other. Okay, so. But yeah, I mean, it's a great place to come. And so, how long have you guys been in this location?
About 5 years.
Oh my
goodness, give or take.
Has it been that long already?
Nini's Cafe before that. It's about 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, I can see that.
Almost 5.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
want to
We
say
did
we're 4.5
Wednesday.
ish.
Yeah, we did that Wednesday Women here when we went over to the breast cancer place over at the next door.
Oh,
at the
okay.
hospital. We did a tour of the spa for the breast cancer.
Yeah.
And we came over here.
I've heard good things about it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So we came here for my grandfather's birthday in March. So this is like right before all this happened. And it happened to be trivia night. And it was like 80s trivia or something.
So fun.
And my daughter and her friend are like, "Okay, can we stay?" So they all left. And then me and my 17-year-old daughter and her friend sat here playing the trivia. And that was the first time I've ever done the trivia here, but it was so much fun. It really was.
And we're doing trivia again. We just started that back up the past few weeks, but it's completely social distance. It's on your cell phone, so you're able to answer the questions on your phone, and the scrolls of it are up on our TVs. So you see the question, you see your multiple choice answer, and you're able to choose your answer. The faster you answer the question, the more points you get.
Yeah.
And you still win your Duffy's gift cards. Top prize is $50, $25, and $15.
That's awesome.
And you're playing against all of the other locations. So it's pretty cool. You see who's in the leaderboard, and it pops up. So it's really fun. You still get to enjoy the trivia, and it's the same company that's doing it. It's just all virtual.
Right. That's awesome. And they do different
night. Do you play? What night is your trivia?
It's Thursday nights every week at 7 p.m.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Lori, are you going to meet me up here for?
Yeah, let's do it. That'd be fun.
We'll have to have a Wednesday women trivia group.
Yeah.
What's the largest group you can sit at one table? Is it 6?
So right now, with all of the restrictions that we have the largest table is for 10.
10 feet. Okay.
10 people, but you still want to be within 6 feet of another table. Just as long as the group is all together, it's safe enough for the other, guests and employees that are all here too. So up to 10 people.
Okay, great.
We positioned it so you guys could see the TVs and stuff, but I mean, this room really kind of goes on and on and on. So, this is a great place that there's a lot of like families and things like I'll see teams, like I was mentioning before with my daughter's soccer team. We've had teams that'll come here and they'll all sit together. Kids can sit at one table. This is obviously pre-COVID, but we'd have the kids at one table and then we'd have like the adults at another table. So,
and we also have a kids night too. So our kids night is every Wednesday. And the kids eat free. So any adult on here, you get a free kids meal, and we have great options there from like cheeseburgers to our classic chicken tenders, and some really awesome desserts for the kids that they can kind of create their own cupcakes or create their own sundaes. So it's fun for the kids too. They get to have a good time and enjoying their parents while they listen 2 for 1.
Sorry, we have to document all the food.
Can you point your camera down?
Yeah. So I'm gonna show you what we got here.
More
Oh goodness.
Are you joining us?
I wish.
Yeah.
You have nothing going on, come eat with us.
Yeah.
What is that?
Okay.
So that's a buffalo chicken sandwich, and it's featuring our new Nashville hot sauce. It's on our football menu. So this is the buffalo chicken sandwich that I'm pointing to here, and our sweet potato French fries. And then here is our also football feature. It's a buffalo cauliflower. And then it comes with your side of rancher blue cheese and your choice of wing sauce. I just did our like original like mild sauce. So it wasn't too much.
Okay.
Kind of early for spicy.
You heard I was a weakling.
Wow,
and then
this is
here we have our
amazing.
tostada nachos. They come with guacamole, salsa, sour cream, loaded up with chicken, jalapenos, cheese, and in our base of the chicken is cilantro, red peppers, onions. Just so good. And then the last one, we had to feature our burger. This is a Duffy's cheeseburger, but it's our bacon mushroom cheeseburger. So it has Swiss cheese, mushrooms, and bacon on top. And that one's just a classic for us. Burgers, we're our award-winning burgers. So definitely try our burger.
Yeah, and the wings too was good too.
What if I did the wings? We'd be like,
no, yeah,
falling asleep back here.
I'm in a food coma looking at it.
You're making us hungry.
You guys are around close. We're here.
So I was gonna say, at first I was gonna be super strong and be like, I'm not eating carbs today. But then all this delicious food came, and I was like, screw the carbs. Like
we do have healthy options. We do have some really great salads, and we have an Impossible cheeseburger, which is, if you all know about it, it's completely vegan.
Haven't had it.
vegetarian.
He said he died for it.
It's very good.
Tom has had it
It's very
before
good.
too, because he started as vegetarian, and he absolutely loves it. Like whenever he wants an Impossible burger, we come here.
Yeah, they're great.
Which is
Really
why you
are.
see us on the weekends.
Yeah.
All right, cauliflower.
But there's a lot of options for those who eat specific things or don't eat specific things. So
Cauliflower.
So Ashley, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself when Mary starts trying the food? When did you get into the restaurant business? What made you want to get into the restaurant business? What do you like most about it?
well, I absolutely love my job. First off, I started in this business. My mom was working in the restaurant industry. She was a bartender for over 30 years. So I kind of like just grew up there. You know, by like visiting her, hanging out. She used to work at a golf course, so we would go and like play golf. We were part of the youth league there. So that's kind of just like the area I grew up in, was like in a restaurant, in like the industry of food
Were you
and
in
beverage.
Florida?
In Florida.
Where were you?
Kissimmee.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, born and raised here. So, and then I started my first job, ice cream shop, and I've just really been in food and beverage my entire working career. I started with Duffy's 6 years ago. Yeah, almost to exactly one of these days around here sometime. But 6 years ago, I started brand new server. Didn't know anything about Duffy's. They had just moved to Orlando from West Palm Beach. So they came up here to Orlando. The location, the first one was in Millennia. So it's over by the Millennia Mall. And they hired me. They hired about 80 servers at one time. And
I remember that Duffy's. Oh yeah.
It's a lot bigger than this location.
Yeah.
They hired about 80 servers, and it was just like so intense. You had to like pass your test, and it was like a competition versus everyone. Who's the best? Who's the worst? And people were just dropping off every day. People wouldn't come in or didn't show up, and you just really had to push yourself to get to what you wanted to be there. And
Did they do that on purpose because they knew they were opening other Orlando, so kind of weed out and say, okay, who's the stronger people that we can look at management
try to find
stuff.
the best positions for that.
Right.
And knowing that you're coming to Central Florida, you know, and knowing that you're planning on building other locations out here and growing, they were looking for everyone and anything for any position. So Starting off where I was eager to move up. I was like, this is a great company. I'm like, and they promote from within. They will never seek from outside the company first if they have someone already that's employed with them that they're interested in, you know? Or at least have interest in growing with us.
Where's the company headquarters?
In West Palm Beach. Mm-hmm. We're about to do our 35th anniversary in October. So we're doing 35 days of giveaways.
Ooh.
So that, yeah, really fun.
Yeah.
All cool stuff. And we're also going to host a blood drive as well. So, you know, for our anniversary day, we will have a one blood bus out front. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's gonna be really fun and exciting that we've been celebrating 35 years of business with Duffy, so it's pretty cool.
And when does that start?
That is October, what's the date?
This cauliflower is amazing by the way.
Recipe.
Yeah.
It's cauliflower cooked in buffalo sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have
Do you
one
like
of those?
it?
Oh my God, it's delicious. One of those.
Ranch or
Yeah. Well, are they do two different
That
ones?
Yeah,
one's
I did both in
blue
case.
cheese. This is ranch.
Oh, well, here, let me just get it. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
We're
so
trying a
I
little
love
bit
this
about
company.
it. Yeah.
It's so much fun to work
We
here.
can't do this
and
every
we have
month.
great
We really-
food and
Why not? No.
great customers.
Any of you want to volunteer for this for the next month? Lori, look what you got to look forward to.
Jessica has her hand up. Jessica's volunteering.
Yeah. Those nachos, or what are those again? Are they nachos?
Chicken nachos.
Oh my gosh, those look delicious.
To die for.
Yeah. 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 I'm really jealous.
Great. They look so good. Ooh, they're gonna try that. This chicken sandwich looks crazy.
It's a gigantic.
Like the whole chicken, I don't know if you guys can see, but like the whole chicken patty is outside of the bun.
Yeah, it looks huge.
Why do you put it?
Why do you put it on there, right?
And the sweet potato fries, they're really good, but
Is
I will
that
say that
spicy?
It's like a agave spice.
I'll try a little bit. But the Parmesan truffle fries here
Oh yeah.
are on point. Those are really, really good.
Those right there are what?
Sweet potato fries. We should try the sweet potato toast and Parmesan truffle.
Oh. Did you hear that? Sweet potato tossed in Parmesan truffle. I'm going to come here and ask next time. They're going to be like, who do you think you are?
Yeah.
It's
I know,
absolutely
Ashley.
Yeah.
amazing. Amazing,
Who do you
amazing,
think you are
amazing.
that you can just ask for that? That's a super secret.
All right, so can we cut a piece of the chicken off without having
Yeah,
to?
go for it.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
Shonte, you want a piece of the chicken?
Sure. I'll take one from this side.
Okay. Because I'm not quite sure how you pick that up as a sandwich.
Yeah, no kidding.
You made it gigantic.
But I see it on the menu all the time, and I'm like, that looks really super good. So we just had 2 people join us. So I want to say thank you to Kate. She just joined us, and so did Deborah. So thank you guys for joining us to sit here and watch us and talk with Ashley. I know it's kind of awkward. Y'all are watching us eat. But Ashley brought out all these things. We have to try them. So you can't turn it down.
It's really good.
So these are some
like
of the
the
football.
Spiciness of it?
It's got a kick
It's
to
got
it.
a kick. Yeah. It's pretty. It's closer to the higher side of the scale.
I'll
Good
probably
thing you brought
buy
me
it.
Need
more
some
water.
extra ranch and blue cheese.
Probably. Yeah. I'm like a weakling when it comes to this. I'm just like everybody makes fun of me.
I don't like it super spicy either.
Yeah.
I mean, our cauliflower, we get them in the whole heads, and we cut them up, bread them to order, and fry them to order.
Wow.
So a lot of our things here are made from scratch. We don't really necessarily buy things that are pre-frozen or pre-breaded, pre-made. Our wings come in completely naked. We bread them and fry them. So everything here, we make our own guacamole.
Really?
It's pretty close to scratch.
I feel terrible eating in front of you guys, but this
Yeah,
is some
right?
really good food.
Here, if you go like this, then we can't see. Now we see ourselves eating.
Oh, that's better.
Well, we do Wednesday Women the last Wednesday of every month. and due to COVID, we stopped getting together. And Shonte came up with this idea that just she and I get to go pig out at different restaurants. So apparently it's been a huge hit because we have restaurants that are requesting us to come eat there. We'll do this one more time in October. And then we never have Wednesday Women on November or December because it falls too close to the holidays. But the chamber does have a whole bunch of other stuff going on. Shonte, why don't you take a minute and let everybody just remind what's the next upcoming things we got going on.
So while they're kind of talking, I'm going to tell you, if you guys got our email yesterday, which I hope you did, you'll see that we have tons of stuff coming up. And I'm so super excited because when I was doing the email, I kept adding more and more stuff. And I was like, oh my goodness, like, I don't know how we're going to do it all. But so we have one of the exciting things that I want to talk about. We've been doing a virtual coffee connections for the last couple of months. And in October, the Jewish Pavilion is our sponsor. And if you guys have been with the chamber for a while, you'll know that Nancy and the Jewish Pavilion, they cook an amazing breakfast. And so when her and I were talking about it being virtual, she's like, we really want to make breakfast. Like, what can we do to still make it super special? So her and I decided, and we came up with a drive-through breakfast. So we're going to go to, on October 8th, we're actually going to be in the New Hope for Kids parking lot. We talked to Gloria and Dave over there. And since it's early enough in the morning, that's a great place where we can all social distance. When you register, you'll pick a time frame that you want to come and pick up your food. So it starts at 8:30 in 10 minutes increments. And then you'll basically drive through. We'll have our table set up. They're making tabbouleh salad, homemade granola, fruit salad, mini quiches, banana bread muffin, and noodle pudding. And then they're gonna put a little grape juice in with each breakfast, and we'll also have hot coffee for you to go. So you'll come through, you'll drive through, come to the table, you'll get your breakfast. If you so choose, you can park in the parking lot and eat your breakfast there. And it gives an option if other people pull in next to you that you can roll down your windows and safely chat between the cars. Or if you have to get onto work, you can just go on to work and drive through. So it's the same as Coffee Connections. The fee is $5. We just ask that you do register because we are limiting the number of, we don't want too many registrations last minute where they're trying to cook some extra food. But yeah, so we just finished and finalized that yesterday. And so I put all that information on the website. So if you get a chance and you want to have breakfast, if you guys know Nancy and her friends at the Jewish Pavilion, they make an amazing breakfast. So if you can, get a chance and go register for that. And the second thing we have coming up in October is our Maitland Masquerade. We've kind of been hinting about it. It's our virtual fun run. And so we are excited. We opened up the sponsorship, and I've already gotten like 4 inquiries about our sponsors, people that are already picking their prizes they want to do. And we're looking, the nice thing about the participants is that you can get together people from your work. You can get together your family, or you can just do it by yourself if you're the only one in your family or at work that wants to go out and participate. So we have 3 different registration levels. You can do individual, you can do family, or corporate. And then that way, you get a mask, you get a bag of candy, you get to participate, you get your name if you're a sponsor, you get your name in all of the emails and Facebook and website. And then as participants, you get to submit for a category for a prize. And all of our prizes are $25 gift cards. And so it could be, whoever sponsors that prize gets to pick the winner as well. So it'll be fun. The sponsors are very engaging with the whole contest or with the whole virtual fun run. So it'll be great. We're also doing on October 15th, a member orientation. So if you're a new member and you want to learn more about how to get involved, you can join us. Or if you're what I call a seasoned, because nobody's old here. If you're a seasoned member and you just want to say, hey, I forgot how to log into my chamber profile, or, maybe now I have a little bit more time on my hands, I want to get more involved. It's great to come in. Plus you get to meet a lot of people. Our last member orientation, we had almost 30 people there. So it was really kind of cool to see some of our seasoned members be able to join us and some of our new members. So we really got to meet a lot of new people. So that was great. And you get a chance to meet the board and stuff like that. So if that's free for all members. So please feel free to register there. And then right now, as a chamber, we have some things going on. We're accepting applications if you'd like to be on the 2021 Board of Directors. Our executive board for next year is going to be pretty dang awesome. We're still going to vote them in at the end of the year, but we are looking at Lori, hi Lori, as our president. Deborah, hi Deborah, as our vice president, and then Patty, hi Patty, as our secretary, and then Sean, who's not here, hi Sean, maybe he'll watch it later, is our treasurer. So that'll round out our executive board. Mary will still be on as past president. So if you want to work with these great people, and me, of course, because I'll be there, feel free to apply. And we have the links there, or you can email me and I can send you the link for the application as well. And so that will go through October 1st. So you have to have in your application in by October 1st, because then it goes through the nomination committee and we go through all of that process. We do have a new thing that we're doing with our blog. We have a business spotlight. And so what we are doing is we put together a bunch of questions for you to answer about your question, about your business, about yourself. And this way we can kind of we're going to spotlight a new business every week that's a chamber member. And so it's first come, first serve. You fill out the information and send it to us, and we'll write up the article and we'll post it on the website, post it in the social. So in the email yesterday was a link on where you can submit that information. So if that's something that you and your business would like to do, feel free to go ahead and do that. If you have any questions, again, on any of this information, feel free to reach out to me. Thursdays, we do have our Mind Your Business Maitland. It's been quite popular with people sending me stuff. So we created a Google form now where you can just go in and submit your ad for the Mind Your Business Maitland, which will be on Thursdays. The ad will run for 4 weeks, and then we do ask for either a new advertisement, some new artwork, just to kind of keep it fresh so we're not looking at the same pictures every month or every week. If your event happens within that 4 weeks, then we'll obviously take it out, just because it's not advertising an event that's old. But so there's something like that. So if you want to submit, that's also a great digital benefit to all of our members. And then just check out our blog if you want. We have recaps of all of our events. So in the next couple of days, probably early next week, today's Wednesday. I can't even remember what day it is. And early next week, we'll have this video on there, and then we'll have a recap written with some pictures and stuff like that as well. So if you are sitting there at home and you're like, I really want to order something from Duffy's and that I forget what that called, watch the video and you'll know what it's called. So that's exactly how it sounds in your head too, I know. And then as always, we have our Facebook groups. So we have our restaurant takeout, and then we have our business digital marketing, digital business networking. So if that's something that you want to join on Facebook, you can find them on our Facebook page. And it's just a great place to meet people digitally as well. So yeah. So does anybody have any questions or anything? I feel like I just talked a whole lot. Woo.
What are you guys doing?
Jessica has a question.
Okay, I was just looking on your guys' calendar. Do you guys have a Women's Wednesday in October? I know not November, but
yeah, so it would be. We would have one in October. We just didn't finalize the information yet, so I kind of hid it so that way people weren't registering for something yet until I knew, because I like to put in the Zoom link and all that kind of stuff. So we will have it. It's the third, isn't it? The third.
It's the fourth Wednesday of every month.
Fourth Wednesday of every month.
Fourth Wednesday.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can tell you. Let me see. I think I saw.
That'll be October 28th during the masquerade.
Yes, that's correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
October 28th. So we'll have to do something Halloween-y.
Don't know where we're going to pick up.
Halloween-y. I see Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Deborah, and then Kate, we're going to have you guys you guys didn't get a chance to introduce yourselves. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves and talk real fast?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Deborah Poindexter. I'm a board member with the Maitland Chamber. I'm sorry that I was bobbing in and out with the video. I'm an attorney and I practice law in Central Florida. I've been an attorney for 16 years, primarily in the areas of family law and eminent domain. And I feel privileged and honored to serve on the board, and I look forward to another great year.
Yay, thanks, Deborah.
You're welcome.
Deborah, how challenging? Tell everybody how challenging it is.
It's very challenging. I have two small children, 5th grade and 2nd grade. We're doing Seminole Connect this year. And we just elected for the second 9 weeks to also stay home. We're just kind of watching the numbers, and I'm a little concerned about the flu season and things like that. So I am 100% virtual in my offices. We're closed to the office. And so I've got 2nd grade and 5th grade going on upstairs at my home, and we've created 2 offices for each of the kids. 5th grade is like Harvard. Everybody's got very calm voices and everything's great and sweet and everybody glides along. And 2nd grade is like a big fat circus. So, you know, there's lots of juggling going around. I usually actually start practicing around 2:30 in the afternoon, in between juggling phone calls and things. And so, you know, this is sort of a very different time for most people. As you can tell, I look a little crazy, just, you know, pulling the headphones on and off, on and off. I usually don't look this crazy. But, you know, I would say that if there's one thing I could share about what we're all going through is to give people grace and flexibility. You know, there's certain times of the day that I'm like, I feel so blessed to be at home with my children and my family and be able to, you know, have the flexibility with a business. You know, and there are other times where I just want to crawl in the corner and cry. But, you know, they balance each other out quite well, I'm happy to say. But, you know, I would say, you know, if you're dealing with people that are maybe not in a good mood or not happy, that maybe think about the things that they're going through and trying to get through this period of time. You know, it's sort of cuckoo right now.
Yeah. And you don't look crazy. You look beautiful as always.
Oh, thank you. I see a little fuzz in the highlights area. So whatever. It's Wednesday, y'all.
The messy bun we were talking about.
Yes, I love the messy bun. In fact, this is the pulled down version of the messy bun. Trying to, you know, we're all wearing yoga pants from the waist down. So,
right.
You know.
It was funny because Jennifer had her messy bun too. So I was like, oh, sweet, we're twinning today. And I walked out to my daughter and I was like, is this too messy? Like, I have to know, like, I don't know where that line is.
No, I don't think there's a line. I think you just do it. You look great.
Thanks. That's all I wanted. No, just And Kate, how are you today?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks. And nice to see everybody. And again, I apologize for being late, but we're starting the silly season with health insurance. I'm with US Health Group, and our company sells all year round, but we're approaching open enrollment, so we're gearing up for that. I mentioned a couple meetings ago, we're now part of United Healthcare. And so we're expanding our offerings. Our basic plans are medically underwritten. So for people who have good health, it's like the Safe Driver Club for health insurance. You can get a better premium if you haven't been diagnosed with any major illness, and no deductible on the base plan. And then we have some other options if you have medical pre-existing conditions that we can get you covered on that too. So life is good, working from home. It has its pluses and minuses. Our division just moved in with Jacksonville. So we're operating out of Jacksonville. I'm in Longwood. But we have a nice office in St. Augustine too that we refer to as the Beach Boys. And so I've been able to get there for training a couple of times, you know, which is nice. So life is good. Life is good.
Good. Well, I'm glad you could join us.
Yeah, well, thanks.
I'm not going to say I bullied Kate into it, but I kind of did. No. She emailed me yesterday and I was like, don't forget, we have this. You should come. You should come.
Well, I appreciate you reminding me. It's just like I said, it gets busy. And when the calls come in, you know, we're all the same. We've got to take them when we can. So,
right.
But thank you for reminding me about it.
Yeah,
nice to
that's
see
the
everybody.
one thing that I like about Zoom is just that it does give a little bit more flexibility. So people who may not have been able to get out of the office to come to the luncheon, now you are able to join us and see, you know, things like that. So even like Monique, she's in Texas, you know, so it kind of gives us that, you know, flexibility there. Did you want to bring out your original manager and introduce her or anything? Or? Sure. Oh, it's fun.
And if anybody's close, we didn't put a dent in this food if y'all want to come by.
Like for real. Yeah, no, the menu here is just amazing. So if you like I think I said earlier, my husband has turned vegetarian in January. And so even there's enough stuff here for him. And I will tell you though, that my family's favorite thing on the menu is their mozzarella sticks, right? It is so good. We almost every time they bring out 5 and there's 4 of us in the family. And it's whoever can scarf theirs down the first and touches the last one gets it, So it's like, I'm at the point where I'm just like, why don't we just order 2 orders? Like, why are we doing this? We're like literally fighting at the table.
She's on her phone.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Right now, but
yeah. You said you had a couple of things that you wanted to talk about too.
Yeah, you helped me, hit those points that I wanted to talk about. But yeah, with all of our specials coming up, we do a lot of things for the holidays. We do a gift card special too. So if you're purchasing gift cards for your family members or your friends for their maybe a Christmas gift or some kind of gift for somebody, you do get a bounce back on your Duffy's card. So you get an extra $20, depending on how much you spend, you'll get it back. So yeah, I talked about holidays.
Can you talk about the MVP?
Yes,
reward.
The MVP rewards. That's where you would get that bonus tag. So every dollar you spend at Duffy's, you get a point for it. Once you reach 100 points, you get $10 on the card. And that goes for food or beverage. It's tax redeemable, so you can use it on your whole check. They never expire. You can hang on to them if you wanted to. Spend them on, maybe you have some company coming that you want to kind of celebrate something with them. But yeah, the rewards are great. You get free gifts for your birthday, double points on Tuesday. So you come in and spend a little bit more on a Tuesday and you get so much more back, double the amount.
And it really is easy. So you have the app.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I told you already that we come here a lot, but 2 years ago or 3 years ago, my daughter was doing her first communion. And so we decided to have the family come here afterwards. And so we kind of like saved all of our $10. And so we had like $60.
Yeah, so fast.
Yeah, and it was like, so it was easy for us to tell the family, like, don't worry, we got it, because we already had that $60 saved up for it. So.
And there's 4 different tiers to the program too. So the more you spend, the more rewards you get back, kind of with any rewards program. But it goes all the way up to like able to make reservations and skipping the wait. And so if there's a lot of people here, you can just come in and you can be the first one on the list for the next table. So just depending on how much and which tier you get up to, you get more benefits for it, which I'm sure you're getting up there.
Yeah, I should be.
Yeah, it doesn't take very long. But other than that, it's really great to be reopened again. It's fun to get back to work and get back into your normal routines. Because at first I was home for a week or 2 and I'm like, this is great. I have a vacation. I'm not working 60 hours, but then I just got bored.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need something to do and I want to go back to work. And my staff was texting me and calling me. They wanted to come back. And we've missed all of our regulars. You see the same people here all the time and you just get used to, how was your day today? And how did your, like you said, your first communion for your daughter. Like people do that here all the time. And so you really get a connection with your regulars. So it was nice to see everyone again. Nice to be able to employ everyone again.
When was I here? Saturday? Saturday was here? Saturday.
Saturday. No, Saturday.
Well, so we were over there, and there was this cute older lady that comes and sits in one of the booths and reads a book and just drinks wine.
Yeah,
and
I just Ginger.
I told Tom, I was like, that I want to be her when I grow up.
She's the sweetest thing.
Everybody that worked here walked by her and was talking to her, saying, "Hi, how are you doing?" Whatever. But she just sat there with her book, and the server came by. He's like, "Your regular wine?" She's like, "Yes."
Yep.
He went and got it, and then that's what she, it was amazing.
People are just creatures of habit. So you get to go somewhere, and then it's like your place. And that's how we like to see it here too. At Duffy's, we welcome everyone, but we love seeing the same faces over and over. And we love, having the regular guests and being able to connect. Yeah. And it's so hard to connect these days, but it's so awesome that you can do this.
Right. In the middle of the restaurant, like who would have thought? So what is your favorite item on the menu?
This is my new favorite, is the cauliflower for sure.
Right?
Because that's something that we do featured for football season. So we did the same last year, and I couldn't wait to have it back. I was like begging, hoping, praying that they would bring that back. But I also do really like our French dip sandwich. So nice like roast beef on the sandwich with melted provolone cheese and au jus dipping on the side. It's just so good. Yeah. And Chef Chris, he definitely makes it the best. He toasts the bread really well, so it's like the nice crispy bread and dipping in the au jus. It's just the perfect combination.
Yeah. So there are 2 Duffys. Still Millennium?
There's 4 in Orlando.
Oh.
Lake Mary, Waterford Lakes.
We have one in Lake Mary?
Yeah.
Where?
In the Lake Promenade Plaza.
It's the Heathrow Plaza right there by the Heathrow
Publix.
Publix.
Right behind
Yeah, by
on the other
the
side of
Am
I-4.
Star.
Probably very close to here.
No, I live on the east side. We have nothing. We don't even have a Publix. We have nothing. I have to go 8 miles to go to a grocery store.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I actually crossed the bridge to Volusia County to have to go to Walmart. It's easier to go. I got to go to farmland.
I'm sure it's nice and quiet.
It is, but I need a Publix.
No
And a Duffy's.
We all need a Well,
You gotta get the grocery delivery. That's where it's at.
No, it's the only time I go out. That and Lowe's. No, I don't go
Yeah,
out.
go somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll go drive around before I go to Publix and do my own grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing that spoiled me this time. Like I hate grocery shopping, and then the whole COVID thing just gave me an excuse not to go. I'm just like, all right, yep, sorry, I'm out.
I gotta go.
I'll make my list. And like I was telling Ashley earlier, I put things in the cart for like 2 days. So like every time, like I'm like, oh, I forgot this. I put it in the cart, and then on Mondays I'll place my order.
Not me.
You have a method to your madness. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it is madness. Yeah. So on the drink menu, I noticed that I wasn't going to ask you what your favorite drink is. I know this is your work and stuff like that, unless you have one that you want to share. But you guys have a gummy bear martini.
Yes,
is that correct?
it's amazing. It's very, very popular. We also have a gummy bear mojito too. And it actually has little mini gummy bears in it.
Are they like soaked in anything?
No, we don't
Okay.
pre-soak them.
I was gonna say, 'cause
that would
that
be
was
pretty cool. But we use them for the kids'
Oh,
ice creams and
yeah.
sundaes. So couldn't really soak those gummy bears for the children. Could get mixed up in the batch a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, they kind of just lay right on top of the mojito, and then you can kind of have a little snack afterwards. But it's made with like Malibu. You have peach schnapps, pineapple juice. So it's a lot of different flavors that bring that gummy bear flavor out of it.
I haven't
So
been
good.
brave enough to try it yet.
You need to try it. You need to try it. It's not overly powering.
I feel like the sugar. Yeah, that's what I always worried about, was how much sugar there would be.
Yeah, it's great.
That'll give you a
have to
headache.
try it at least once.
Yeah, I do.
You've been eyeing it,
Yeah, I know.
obviously.
Because then every time I come here, it like pops out. It's like gummy bear martini, and I'm like, it is only 10 o'clock on Saturday, but you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
All of the beers are 2 for 1, so anything on draft or bottle. And then we have some single specials too for maybe those who don't want to drink too much or need to drive home or just want one. We have some really nice specials. A big mug with a handle on it of beer for $3.50.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
And you
there's
do
some really
buckets,
good,
right?
do
5 for
buckets.
15.
She pointed out that she had her Bud Light.
Bud Light Seltzer.
Seltzer was
Bud
on
Light
there.
Seltzer on the
5
menu.
for 15. Can't beat that.
No.
So there's a lot of great specials. Not only just the food, but like drinks. It's definitely worth it to have a few drinks.
Is your bar area open?
Yes.
Okay.
We are now seating the bar. At first, we were really wanting like the social distancing to go well, and we didn't want people to feel uncomfortable sitting at a bar. So we had our high tops pushed up to the bar, and that way, you're still 6 feet apart from the person sitting next to you. But we have a lot of like single people who just come out and hang out at the bar, so it really didn't work well that you're at a table of 4 with just one person up at the bar. So now we've just social distanced them to where it's 2 seats, and then there's 6 feet. There's 2 seats and then 6 feet between that. So it's a little more comfortable. You can sit at the bar, you can enjoy the great bartenders that we have, and you don't have to feel uncomfortable that someone's too close to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's awesome. That's great.
It's good.
Yeah.
Well, this
Gotta
is.
make it work.
I'm stuffed. We didn't even come close to eating most of this.
Just a little
I
grace
thought I was
here.
gonna take that
I
home.
was just gonna say, take it all. Put it in
I'm
a
gonna have
box.
half of that.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll take that down to my son.
There you go.
Yeah.
Get
Perfect.
some to-go bags.
Well, Mary, is there anything you want to talk about when we close out here?
Shonte, you talked about all the great upcoming events. Thank you guys for being flexible with our Wednesday women. It's not like it used to be, but we're going to get back there, I promise, one day. So
You all can come in here next
come in,
time.
yeah, come in
We're all
to Duffy.
together.
Some of you may remember when we came. There was like 25 of us when we came here. So no, just everybody, thank you so much for all your support for the chamber, what you do. And, if you want to be a part of it, get on a committee, get on the board, whatever you want to do. Keep in touch with Shonte. If you got events coming up, which are a ton of them coming up in the holiday season, make sure you get them posted on our calendar. Okay? All right.
Yeah.
Thanks. Ladies and
Thanks,
gentlemen.
everyone. Bye. See you next time.
Bye.